Yaps. It's in the name.
Go to Trey Yanks, who is live on the ground in Tel Aviv with the very latest on the Iran war. Hi, Trey.
Yeah, Todd, Carly, good morning. Just a few minutes ago, the Iranians launched another barrage of ballistic missiles at
You seen an English one, too?
We watched here as Israel's air defense systems work to shoot down the incoming fire. We're tracking developments, though, out of Iran after yesterday the Israelis launched a series of airstrikes against facilities linked to Iran's South Pars gas field. And this is a field that is also connected to a Qatari field. And
so you're telling me this is why gas prices are climbing?
Immediately, the Iranians responded with strikes against that facility, the Ras Laffan industrial city in Qatar. This is the largest liquefied natural gas export facility in the world. And according to officials there on the ground, as of 7 hours ago, 2 out of the 3 fires caused by these blasts were controlled, but that severe damage was reported at this critical natural gas facility.
What does that mean, controlled?
Now, President Trump took to Truth Social to say, quote, Israel, out of anger for what has taken place in the Middle East, has violently lashed out at a major facility known as South Pars gas field in Iran. He went on to say there will be no further attacks against this facility, but it does raise major
I hope
questions
not.
about the
I don't want them to
escalation
use
ladder in this
nukes.
conflict.
To be honest, I really
Iran
don't.
launched more attacks against Israel overnight. Sirens were sounding across the center.
But it does feel
of the
like
country.
it's
Interceptions
leading up
taking
to
place
that, right?
overhead. You can see here some of the incoming fire over the skies of Israel. And we also know that overnight, at least 4 people were killed, 3 in the West
got little
Bank.
bombs
Palestinian
coming off
women
of it.
who were at a salon, and 1 person killed in the central part of this country. A spokesperson for the Israeli military spoke about the air defense systems that are currently in play to shoot down the incoming fire.
We have air defense systems. I can already say they are among the best.
Yo,
in
what's
the
up,
world.
Param?
This is proven. Unfortunately, the defense is not airtight. We use our systems to intercept these missiles. These cluster missiles are a war crime if this terrorist regime targets them at population centers. There is no difference from a regular missile except for its dispersion.
We watched last night as some of those cluster munitions rained down on central Israel. Earlier this week, some debris from an Iranian missile landed near to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. All of Jerusalem's holy sites are currently closed amid this conflict. And also, guys, later today, we do expect to hear more information about Operation Epic Fury when at 8 a.m. Eastern time, the Pentagon will be holding a press conference. Guys?
That's right. We'll certainly be watching for that. And Trey, there has been so much reporting regarding Iran's new Supreme
Israel
Leader,
has nukes, right?
Mustafa
Yeah.
Khamenei, and the latest is
Yeah.
from an Israeli national security source who told Fox News, describing him as an empty entity who is not at the helm of the regime, but maybe even more importantly, this person goes on to say the current Iranian regime is broken, confused, and almost misfunctioning. You know, it has been the goal of Israel and the U.S. for the Iranian people to topple this regime themselves, and it does feel like these are the conditions that could allow for that to happen.
Absolutely. There are framing operations underway to lay the groundwork if civilians want to go to the streets of Iran once again. Ali Larijani, a top official, was taken out earlier this week, a besieged force commander, the man responsible for ordering the crackdown on protesters earlier this year. And then just yesterday, Iran's intelligence minister confirmed killed in Israeli strikes. And so all this is taking place in an effort to lay that foundation. But we should note here that the Iranian regime still has the ability to fight in this conflict.
It'll be
They
a
are
mostly empty stadium, but
threatening
it'll
not
still
only
be
Israel,
cool.
but also Gulf countries with this ballistic missile fire and trying to choke off the global energy supply. And so while their leadership structure has been decimated, they have the ability to fill the shoes of these individuals, and they say they will continue to launch attacks against U.S. forces and allies across the Middle East.
It's not over. Trey Yanks live for us in Tel Aviv. Trey, thank you. President Trump paying his respect to the 6 U.S. service members who were killed when a refueling plane crashed over Iraq last week. The president attended the dignified transfer at a Delaware military base where the remains of the service members were returned to their families. The names of those heroes are Major John Alex Klinner of Auburn, Alabama, Captain Ariana Savino of Covington, Washington, Tech Sergeant Ashley Pruitt of Bardstown, Kentucky, Captain
Sweetheart, I love you.
Seth Koval of Mooresville, Indiana, Captain Curtis Angst of Wilmington, Ohio, and Tech Sergeant Tyler Simmons of Columbus, Ohio. We, of course, thank each of these American heroes for their service and paying the ultimate sacrifice to protect our freedom.
Happening today, top intelligence leaders are headed back to Capitol Hill to face the House Intel Committee for its annual worldwide threats hearing. And
this comes after being pressed by Senate lawmakers on whether or not Iran poses an imminent threat. Mark Meredith joins us live from Washington with all the details.
Didn't a top level like government official step down too, because he's like, yeah, I got to step down from this counterterrorism place because this, you know, they serve no imminent threat, yet we're still bombing the shit out of them.
Mark.
Carly and Todd, good morning to you both. Today, House lawmakers will have plenty of questions for the leaders of the FBI,
Well, we got to finish what
CIA,
we started.
and
But
National
fuck.
Intelligence. House members likely to press for answers on where the war with Iran stands and what led to the president's decision to strike. On Wednesday, senators had a chance to talk with the intelligence community, asking about how they got mixed messages about Iran's nuclear capabilities. The hearing also coming only one day after a top Trump counterterrorism official resigned, claiming Iran did not pose a nuclear threat. While the White House and Pentagon insist Operation Epic Fury is a huge success, officials admit the Iranian regime is still standing.
The ICSS's the regime in Iran appears to be intact but largely degraded due to attacks on its leadership and military capabilities. Its conventional military power projection capabilities have largely been destroyed, leaving limited options. Iran's strategic position has been significantly degraded. Even if the regime remains intact, the ICSS says that internal tensions are likely to increase as Iran's economy worsens.
The big question here at home is how big is the U.S. at risk for either lone wolf or sleeper cell attacks? While some lawmakers believe...
I think we're probably at a higher risk for, like, you know, the sleeper cell organizations. But, I mean, how come only countries who have oil and don't negotiate with America get democracy? It's a good question. It's because America loves that oil. America loves that oil or natural resources. Look at Cuba right now. Look at Venezuela.
Iran posed little threat to the U.S. Others argue action was long overdue.
I would think any fair-minded assessment of the situation, even based on open sources, would reflect the danger Iran poses.
Yeah, but Saudi Arabia likes doing business, and we like it when you like doing business.
With the West since 1979 during the Iranian Revolution, and have American blood on their hands.
That's absolutely correct. I think Iran has been a constant threat to the United States for an extended period of time and posed an immediate threat at this time.
So while we heard a lot about Iran, lawmakers also likely to ask for their thoughts on Cuba, Venezuela, and North Korea, all countries where the governments closely are watched by the departments they oversee. But it should be an interesting hearing, to say the least.
Fair enough.
Another big day
I mean, that's the reality, right? Like, if you come to the table like doing business, we like doing business.
The American people are scared right now. You talk to them out at the grocery store, at the gas station, they're worried that one of these lone wolf
it's not even just like the lone wolf attacks. It's just like, is our economy fucked? Are we about to go into, you know, a global level recession? Is America going to be attacked from sleeper cells? You know, is Islam taking over America? Are we, you know, and are they going to erect Sharia law? There's a lot of like low level tension that is just taking up the space of a lot of just average people's mind. Or at least maybe I'm just too far up on the internet to think that, but I think, you know, you go out and you ask the average person, they're going to talk about, you know, the ICE, they're going to talk about Venezuela, they'll talk about Iran, they'll talk about economy, gas prices. One, if not all of those things. For sure, at least one of them.
Could hit them in their community. And while the numbers, the percentages indicate that you are at very, very low risk, nevertheless, people are scared. So how safe should the average American watching right now feel as they go about their daily lives?
Look, this has been a problem for a long time. We had 4 years of an open border under President Joe Biden. I represent most of the northern border in New York, which was under siege. We had a huge number of people. I think 80 to 90% of the people on the foreign terror watch list were coming across
Fox News or CNN,
taking advantage of a lot of the
independent journalists like Nick Shirley. That's my answer.
Had to come up to the north to protect them, but the bad people were really coming across the border. The kinds of people that you're seeing in these lone wolf attacks with ties to international terrorist organizations, international organized crime figures coming in. It's where you see some of the fraud, whether it's in California, Minnesota, and all these places. They've been able to take advantage of the United States. But it is no surprise that we're seeing these lone wolf attacks, people being, with extreme ideologies.
I'm not the biggest fan of Tucker.
Probably all kinds of sources, whether it's on the internet, things they're seeing on TV, becoming extremists and taking action. But I want to just say one thing about our military and the exquisite work that they're doing. And every account that we can see on open source is that our military is doing an incredible job, and the American people are proud of them, and they should be. And
you know, there's one thing we can't say: our military fucking rocks, man. And our American citizens, they should be proud of how patriotic and how badass our badassery military really is.
All this negativity coming out of some media sources about the job that we're doing in Iran is really just un-American, in my opinion. We need to support our troops. We need to support this mission. It has been expertly done, and I think that that is something that the American people can be proud of. We are taking out a worldwide risk, a country like Iran, run by mullahs, who, by the way, his extended family members live an opulent Western-style life while they operate this facade of an extreme regime that kills people, that funds proxies all over the world, especially coming into other parts of, even into our country.
It's crazy that we just keep getting all these different kill cams.
Disruption in the Middle East and continuing to threaten our allies there. And look at you just reported this morning that there was an attack on a gas pipeline in Qatar, or gas refinery in Qatar.
No doubt there. And meanwhile, we're talking about DHS. So Secretary nominee Senator Mark Wayne Wallen, he testified yesterday before the Senate Homeland Security Committee at his confirmation hearing. Take a listen to what he said about what
they took the spotlight of Zelensky. Yeah, no one's talking about this Russia-Ukrainian war right now. That's for sure.
My goal in 6 months is that we're not in the lead story every single day. My goal is for people to understand we're out there, we're protecting them, and we're working with them. My management style is empowering people. And as I said in my opening statement, I want to protect the homeland. I want to bring peace of mind. And I want to bring confidence back to the agency. I'm not going to be the smartest guy in any room I walk into, but I know how to get talent, and I know how to bring those people together.
Kentucky Senator Rand Paul is
a skill on itself.
Past personal animus. John Fetterman, though, said he is a yes. So what are your thoughts on Senator Mullen and how the rest of this confirmation process goes? Quickly here.
Look, I thought that Senator Mullen did an excellent job. He set forth clear goals. And empowering people is exactly what we need at DHS. We need a morale change. We need people at DHS to feel supported by their leadership and supported by a mission that is one of our largest, is our largest law enforcement agency. I thought Rand Paul, I certainly respect him, but his mission in this, as I watched parts of the hearing, was
Mark Wayne Mullen,
make Mark Wayne Mullen not on his qualifications to be DHS secretary, but on personal issues that he had with him. I thought Mark Wayne Mullen
got a lot of money for that loan, but yeah, we will.
He's going to do a great job at DHS.
All right, you heard it here.
We'll be watching. New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. Thank you as always.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Oil at $120 and climbing. What a catastrophe. Pay our TSA. Right on in 3-week excursion. It's going to be for the first 7 years to prove to be challenging. No cakewalk. Who would have thought? 90 deals in 90 days. Yeah, that's true. Who would have thought Iran would retaliate? Well, yeah, no shit.